Ms. Barata, would you please take the roll?
Each election cycle, the new or incumbent council members are sworn in.
Jean, you want to come up? Come on up.
This time, a departing member was honored. Gene Jaworski served on the council for 5 terms and received a few tokens of the city's gratitude, including an iron butterfly.
And then the foundry only made so many of them, so there are a limited number of them, and so we don't give them out lightly, and so we just have one for you. Gene just says, presented December 6th for 20 years of dedicated and faithful service to the citizens and staff of the city of Papillion. So I wanted to give you that.
After the mayor read a proclamation for the departing council member, Gene Jaworski had a chance to thank the city and council.
This city has grown, but what's important is we're still Papillion. Still a small town, feels like home. Hopefully we keep Papillion. And when I say that is, when we drive around the city and we look at the houses and we see the 10-foot offsets, what Bob Dreesen did years ago was absolutely awesome. I hope we don't give that up. Again, it was fun being here for the 20 years. I think our staff is the greatest staff around from top to bottom. We got great employees and the council. We may not always agree on things, but we always were professional enough to respect each other. Keep doing that too, because that's important.
So Gino and I we used to work together at MUD.
Each of the remaining city council members talked about what Gene meant to the city over these 20 years.
I quickly learned that Gene Jaworski was on the side of the argument for what's best for the city of Papillion. Throughout the 20 years he's been there, I can't think of a single time that he has made a decision that he didn't honestly think was just best for the city of Papillion and the citizens of Papillion.
Both of our courses weren't doing that well management-wise and financially and so forth. And I learned early on in serving on that committee that Gene was the go-to person for it. He knew what he was talking about when it came to golf and providing service and providing customer service.
A little story from about a month ago. It was in the middle of the campaign, and Gene sees me out in public, and he calls me over to his table, and he says, "Hey, Steve, I seen your pictures out there on the campaign signs. Can I have one of those?" He said, "My front yard's not scary enough yet for Halloween." So,
Mayor David P. Black, 8,167.
After a short recess and the reading of the final election results, new council member David Faslaw took his place on the dais.
Take your seat, your nameplate's already there. Welcome.
And the business of swearing in the officials began. Mayor David Black was first, with Honorable David Arterburn handling the duties.
Please raise your right hand. I, David Black.
I, David Black, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Incumbents Steve Ingberg, Tom Mumgard, and Steve Sunday, along with new member David Faslaw, made it official.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
For Papillion Now, I'm Michael Severe.